So in a lot of these videos, as well as a lot of trading videos, you're gonna hear talking about focusing on 1-year highs, or what we call in the trading community 52-week highs, okay? I'm gonna break down the 4 things that I think you need to look for. You can't buy every breakout, but if you focus on these 4, your odds of success are much higher. Hey everyone, lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bohen here. As always, I would love if you could like this video and share with your friends, and then if you get a quick second, ring that bell. We do a lot of live videos. We release multiple videos a week, but the live videos are the biggest reason why I want you to ring that bell. That way you get notified when we're talking about an actionable topic. I mean, if there's a big stock market spike or a big stock market crash, we'll go live and then break down the charts for you. So be sure to ring that bell. So as I mentioned, I'm gonna go over the 4 core things I want you to look for when you're looking at buying these breakouts, okay? The simple fact is, stock market literally hit all-time highs again today, looking like it's gonna keep pushing into the end of the month, end of the year. Looks like it's gonna continue next week. So you're gonna see a lot of 52-week scans, a lot of stocks showing up on that 1-year high, but you gotta get that list down to a manageable amount. That's what I'm gonna talk about today. Biggest thing I want you to focus on, especially if you are a new or a part-time trader, is earnings season, okay? Earnings winners. That's one of the highest probability setups you can see out there. And a lot of people, a lot of new traders are like, well, I don't want to only trade earnings season, but I think a lot of them don't break it down the way I do. I mean, the simple fact is earnings season happens 4 times a year. It's roughly 6 weeks long, where all of the companies, high price and low price, are announcing those earnings, okay? Do the math. That is 4 times 6. That's 24 weeks a year. Basically, half the year is earnings season. And if you're a part-time trader, if you've got a job, if you've got a family, if you've got school, if you've got, maybe you got all 3 of them, maybe you got 2 jobs, you can't trade every single day, and you shouldn't be, especially if you're under the PDT. But if you can dial in on earnings season and be as focused as possible around your schedule, I think the odds of you growing your account are exponentially higher. So that's the number 1 thing I want you to look for. When you see a stock that you're interested in, hitting that 52 scan, see if they've had earnings in the last few days. That's number 1. Second thing I want you to look at is, listen, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of stocks out there. What we're looking for these multi-day or multi-week or hopefully multi-month moves are stocks that are considered quality. One of the first things you want to look at is, and this is built into StocksToTrade, we have a statistics tab that gives you all this information. Do they actually have sales? Okay? Now, I want to be clear. Your first thought might be, well, hey, we day trade these junk stocks that are losing money all the time. But what I'm trying to do is get you a list of good breakout stocks. And if I'm looking, and many people will be like, well, I tried buying breakouts, none of them worked. They're probably trying to trade money-losing crap stocks with no sales. So that's one of the ways to get this down to a manageable list. So look at that. Do they have actual sales? You'd be surprised how many low-price stocks have 0 sales. On top of that, do they at least have okay cash flow? Are they positive, or are they at least not losing $100 million a year? So that's a great way to quickly say, here's 5 stocks that are at the 52-week high, that are up on earnings. Give me the profitable one. Give me the one with real sales. Because if you've got real sales, that means you have a product. Don't forget, in penny stock land, a lot of these companies don't even have a product. If you called them up and said, I want to give you money, they would be like, I don't have anything to sell you. We're strictly a pipe dream company. So I think that's the second great way to get that list down to a manageable size. Third thing, volume, okay? There's hundreds, thousands of indicators out there, but number 1, only price action matters. Only price pays, is the old saying. And number 2, so close second to price, is volume. Avoid low volume breakouts at all costs, okay? If you're buying a breakout, you're trying to find that stock that's hit that level. It's going to continue the next day, continue the next day, and so on. If there isn't interest, volume is a function of interest. Remember, the stock market ultimately is based on supply and demand. Basic economics. It's really at the core, that is the stock market. If there isn't demand, building demand, what's the odds of that product raising the price? And it's just like that with the stock market. Look for unusual volume. The way I do with that, again, it's built into StocksToTrade. I track the 60-day average volume. That's the average trading volume over the previous 60 days. I want to see double, triple, quadruple, 10 times that number if I'm looking to buy a breakout. Fourth and last thing is look at hot sectors, okay? There's going to be, in the heat of earnings season, a lot of days we might have 500 stocks announcing earnings. You can't trade 500. You can't even research 500. Use the screeners in StocksToTrade to whittle these down and look for sector, volume, price level, price change, etc. That way you can drill it down to as few as possible. Especially with a small account, you may only be able to trade one stock at a time. So look for that stock that's up on earnings in a hot sector. I get asked a lot, how do you know what the hot sector is? Be here every day, whether it be watching these YouTubes or running your scans every day. If you're putting in the time, if you're not wasting your time on social media, if you're not wasting your time watching TV, if you're running scans, reading the business news, tracking the markets, it will be painfully obvious. I mean, it's not hard to know what the hot sector is when you come in the morning, you fire up your gainer scan, and there's 6 companies that do similar things that are all the top percent gainers, okay? One click, you found out the hot sector. So that's the biggest thing that's gonna help these stocks continue multi-day, multi-week, and multi-month. So that's the biggest thing I want you to do. This market we're in, and I expect it to continue for years. I mean, at some point it will change, but for the short term, the medium term, I think we're gonna be able to play these breakouts over and over again. But you as a part-time trader, you as a small trader, you can't trade them all. Have your criteria to build that down or cut that list down. In StocksToTrade Pro, we actually have a worksheet that we go over where we check all of these criteria to decide what is a good earnings winner. So let me know, comment below, do you have a worksheet? I hope you do. If you don't, start one. And because again, I think it's kind of counterintuitive, but as a beginning or intermediate or even advanced trader, you need to get a small list of stocks. So do you have a worksheet? Do you have a process to whittle that list down? Let me know in the comments below.